All right, welcome everybody to the Down and Dirty at 1:30 Central, and I'm so glad you're here. We are in the middle of December, so it's a busy month for a lot of us. So those of you that are out here, congratulations for making time today for this hangout. Today, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I'm going to be teaching you a great tip that I've been using in my business to quickly generate a bunch of leads very fast. So I'm going to show you what it is. It's super simple to do, but it's something that most people aren't aware of on how to do it, how to set it up. So it's going to be you looking over my shoulder today as I walk you through exactly what this great tip is and how you can get started in getting more leads for your business. So before I go further, let me see who all is out there, who's live with me today. Let's see who we got. I'm just checking my screen. Hey, James is here. Good to see you, Jim. Let's see who else we have. My screen is a little slow on the updraw here, but I'll just wait just a second, make sure we've got everybody ready to go. And if you're watching this as a recording, I want to let you know, welcome as well. I know not everybody can meet with us at 1:30 in the middle of the day on a Monday, but for those of you that can, you're in for a treat. Because like I said, I'm going to show you how you can quickly generate some leads for your business. And if you don't have a business, and that's, I get some people that come on these and they don't have a business at all, and they really would like to have an online business and they don't even know how to get started. I encourage you to visit my link. It's join.teamtough.com. And you should see on this page up above somewhere is a link where you can join, and that will get you connected to me so that we can get you started with an online business. If somebody invited you to this hangout, be sure to contact them first because they have their own join link, and I'm sure that they would like you to join them. So we like to be congruent and help each other out in business and in life as much as we can. So let's see who else we have. All right. Show all. Yeah, I've got a few other people that are out there that aren't showing up. It says that there's 3 other people that are online. So go ahead, log in down below, say hello, let me know that you're there, that you can hear me okay, that you're able to see what I've got up on my screen. Okay, great. And I'm going to be sharing my screen here in just a moment, so don't worry, I haven't shown it yet. All right. I think we're ready to get going here. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and flip my screen around and we're going to get started. All right, so the first thing that I want to share with you is the tip that I have. And that is, I'm just going to show you a capture page that I have. You'll be able to see it here in just a moment. So check this out. So I quickly realized that one of the reasons I was not getting enough leads to my business years ago when I started was that I did not have a compelling offer to give to people. I didn't have something that people wanted. When people give you their email address, which is one form of getting a lead can be an email address, it could be a phone number, it could be a friend request on Facebook. To me, the most powerful leads are email addresses, because when you get their email address, then you can be in contact with that person and build that relationship, as well as over time sell them products and services that you and your business might be offering. So one of the things that I found was I didn't have a compelling enough offer. And what they call a compelling offer and a reason for somebody to enter in their email address is something that you're giving them for free. I mean, let's be honest. People are not going to just enter in their email address unless they're getting something of value to them. So if you're out there promoting your business to people and you're just saying, click here, join my team, or click here, enter your email address to learn how you can join my team. Well, that's not a compelling enough offer. You need what's called a lead magnet. And a lead magnet is something that gets them excited about entering their email address in, because they know they're going to get something of value in return. So the challenge, I mean, we all know, for those of you that have been in online marketing, that you need something to give away, but you don't always have something created yet. I know it takes a little while. I mean, the best lead magnets are those things that you've created personally that have your brand, they reflect who you are, they reflect your target market, and all of the above. But we often are so quick to want to get our business going, or maybe we're already working another job and we don't have a product or service or guide or something or book to give out yet. So what I'm going to share with you today is a great tip that I've learned that you can use in order to drive more business to you. So here's the tip, and this page kind of gives it away. There are a number of books out there, ebooks, that are considered public domain books. And if you're not familiar with the term public domain, that means that the book has reached a certain limitation on its copyright. So in other words, it's no longer in print. The copyright has expired, basically. So that means that you can get these books and literally get them for free. They're in the public domain, and it does not require you to go out and purchase the book. All right, does that make sense? There are a lot of books out there that are part of the public domain. This is just one of them. Think and Grow Rich, which is a classic text by Dr. Napoleon Hill, is a wonderful ebook that you can find for free online. I'm going to teach you where you can find these online. But the whole thing that's really cool is if you can find some high quality books that are related to your audience and your target market, your audience is going to want to download those from you. And before you give them the actual book, the important part is to give them a way for them to enter in their email address. And then once they click the button, it allows them to download that book, or it automatically will email them that book. So that's what I did. I put this together literally probably 2.5 years ago. And this, even today, has a 57% opt-in rate. Okay, for those of you that aren't familiar with that opt-in rate, what that means is, let's say that I have 100 people that come to this page today. Of those 100 people, 57 of them, if I have a 57% opt-in rate, 57 of them actually take the time to enter in their email address and download the book. That's huge. Most online marketers are lucky to get 20 or 30% opt-in rate. And here I am getting 57%, sometimes even higher, depending on what I'm offering. So I wanted to share this with you because it's such a powerful way for you to start getting leads. So I hope that makes sense. And I'm going to walk you through now, number one, where you can find public domain books. 2, how you can set up a page similar to this so that you can start capturing their emails. And 3, what to do on the tail end after they enter in their email address. What should you do after that? And how do you keep that going? Does that sound good? Does that sound like some good training for today? All right, let me check. Make sure you guys are still alive out there. Jim, you're still there. That's good. Yeah, if you have questions, feel free to comment down below, and I'll be sure to check those and see what's going on. All right. Okay, cool. So first of all, let me just show you the funnel and what it looks like. We call this a sales funnel. So this first page is where I would send somebody. I would send them to this page, and I'll just tell you my whole strategy. What I did was I went out to my Facebook account, and for those people who had recently friended me, like brand new people that had joined as friends, or for those people that had liked my Facebook group, or for those people that had liked my fan page, I went out and I sent them a private message. So let me just kind of show you how that works. So if I go to, I'm just going to go to my Facebook account. Okay, so if I go to my if I go to my Facebook account on here, what I can do is I can go under, I'm going to go to my group page. That would probably be the best. But you could literally go under your friends or whoever, and then you can message them. But I want to show you how to do it through a group. If I can find my group, there it is. We got a lot of groups. All right, so if I go into my group page here, I can click on members. All right, and it's going to show different members. So all I got to do is hover over their name, and then I can click message. Do you see that button right there? And by clicking message, what I would do is say, hey, thanks for being a great friend or for recently joining my group. I often give out gifts to group members, and I'd like to give you a free gift today. And if they'd be interested, then you send them the link. And so then I would send them a link to this page right here. And then when they click on that link right from their Facebook message, then this is where they're going to enter their email address. Okay, does that make sense? So here, I'm just going to put some notes down. I'll give you a new notepad here. So these are the steps. Steps for getting leads. If I can type. All right, so number 1, okay, and I'm just giving you kind of the bird's eye overview, is you're going to send out a Facebook message. That's Facebook message to new friends, followers, or group members. Okay, and then here's what your message is going to say. Hi. Thanks for your friendship or group membership or whatever. Thanks for your friendship. Give you, I'm just writing this out, you can take notes, a gift of an ebook that has really helped me in my life. Here is the link to download it for free. And then you would put your link. And so in my case, my link is this. So I go back to Facebook. Oh, not Facebook. But I would do this all in Facebook, and then I would put my link. Okay, so that's what I do. A lot of times I'll break this up into 2 separate messages to them because I found that sometimes if I send it as one, they think it was sent out like as spam. Like they might think that a hacker got into my account. So I'll say, hi, thanks for your friendship. I'd like to give you a gift of an ebook that's really helped me in my life. Would you be interested in a link? Would you be interested in my link? Okay, and then when they come back and say yes, then you would say, here's the link to download it for free. You might want to tell them what the book is too, because they may already have it. So you want to make sure that, just say what the book is. In the case of this one, I would say, here's the link to download Think and Grow Rich for free. And then when they click on that, they're going to download your book. They're going to enter their email address, download your book. So boom, you're going to instantly have that person now on your email list, and you're going to start building an even tighter relationship with them because of the emails that you send out. Sounds good? Great. I hope you're with me so far. All right, so here is step 2. Okay, step 2 is, you're going to have this opt-in page. We're going to walk you through how to build that. But step 2, you need to have an automatic email go out to them that contains a link to that book. And I'll teach you how to do that too. Okay, so that's really the only things you need. And then from there, you're going to start emailing them on a frequent basis, 2 to 3 times a week, sometimes 4, depending on your target market. And you're going to start introducing them to things that you're doing and sharing with them opportunities and things like that. But the very first email that goes out to them should be something along the lines of, hey, thanks for downloading the book. Here's the link. Here's the link so that you can get your download. All right. So very, very simple on the steps for getting leads. And I recommend doing this to like 20 people per day once you've got everything set up. And that's going to get you 20 leads per day, which is really, really good if you can do that. And obviously, you can also reach out to other people, that maybe that aren't your friend yet that have liked something on your page. So let's be really specific here. You don't want to just reach out to random people on the internet. You want to reach out to people that have, liked something or commented on something that you've posted. And if they are not your friend yet, what I recommend you do is you send them a friend request if it makes sense and you think that they would be a good fit. You check their profile page and make sure that they have nice content on their profile page. Friend them and then send them a message. And the reason I say friend them first is because if you don't, they're not going to ever see your message. It goes into kind of like a bulk mail section or bulk message section in Facebook. And you don't want them to not see your message. So send them a friend request first, then send them a message and send them this. And instead of thanks for your friendship, say, hey, thanks for the recent like, or thanks for the recent comment on my page. I'd like to give you a gift of my free ebook. You could also post this as an actual topic or a post on Facebook. And it doesn't have to be Facebook either. You could post this on Instagram. You could post it on Twitter. You'd have to probably condense it a bit, but you could post it there. You could post it on Google+. If you have a blog, you could post it there, a web page. So it's just a great way for you to start driving traffic and leads to your audience. All right. So now let me get into the whole setup. How on earth do I build this thing out? It's really, really easier than it looks. Okay. So I use a little software in order to build this page out. I use a little software called Leadpages. I also have been known to use a software called ClickFunnels. Either one of those will work great. If you're wondering where you can get those, you'll see there's a button at the top, and I'll just go there right now so you can see what I'm talking about. At the very top of my page, you'll see there's a button that says Tools. When you go in there, you can download 1 month free of ClickFunnels, or if you would rather use Leadpages, close that. I have a link down here for Leadpages. So just click on that, and that'll allow you to get at least a month free of either one of those so that you can create awesome pages just like the one that I just showed you, which is this Think and Grow Rich book. Okay, so check this out. I'm going to go ahead and go through the funnel so you can see what it looks like. Number one, I just say, I appreciate you. Here's a free gift for following me on Facebook. And then when they come in, they're going to click download their ebook. And then they would enter in, I'm just going to give it a new name here. They're going to enter in a link, and then they click instantly download the book. So they click on that. And it may take just a second because it's hard to get things to work quickly when I'm on a Google Hangout. All right, so what it does, the way I've got it set up currently, is it says to them, success, the information you requested has been sent to you. Please check your email in a few moments. If you do not see one, it may mean that the email went to your spam folder. Be sure to add Vishon at Team Tough to your safe senders list to ensure that future emails will be properly delivered to your inbox. And if they don't know how to do that, I also included a link to a handy reference because a lot of people don't really know how to add things to their safe senders list. And then I said, I also give them a bonus. This is just something I do personally. I gave them a bonus video. It's actually one of my past Hangouts on how to get unstuck and focused on success. And that's down here. Okay, so this is just a basic thank you page that I put together. Now, in their email, and I don't know if I can open it up right now because of the computer I'm on, but it's going to send them an email automatically that has a link where they can get the PDF version of that book. Okay, and the PDF version, well, I don't think I have it open. I should have pulled that open before this Hangout, and it'll take me too long to get there now. But what I can tell you is that the PDF version is, the way I hosted it, because a lot of people are like, well, how did you send that to them? Because on these emails that we use, it doesn't allow for attachments. And I use a little program called GetResponse. Okay, and with GetResponse, what that does is it automatically allows me to set up emails ahead of time that go out when somebody signs up to my list. So it's really slick, but it doesn't allow for attachments. So people are like, well, how did you add that PDF? Well, the way that I add it is I just go into Google Docs, and the way that you do that is just go to Docs, and you will have to have a Gmail account to do this, docs.google.com. Okay, and I think it's actually Drive, but either one, you can upload a document. I'm going to go to Drive instead because I think that's better. It's drive.google.com. Yeah, this is way better. So go to drive.google.com, and here I'll just type that in here. And don't worry, I'm going to show you where you can get all these free books in just a second. So you can see this now. There it is, drive.google.com. And then what you would do is you just click here and you go new, and you'd go new file upload. Okay, and I may even have one. Let me look at it, Think and Grow. It may not be on this one. No. Let me see if I've got any books on here. Sometimes I put a book in here. But what I do have is, once you have your PDF opened, you have the ability to copy the link right here, and then you can, in your email, you would put a link that goes right to it. So all they have to do is click on that link in the email, and it's going to take them right to the PDF. So you don't even have to attach it to the autoresponder. Okay, so that is one way to do it. In fact, I'll even show you the email because I think that might be helpful for you. If I'm going too fast, let me know, comment down below, and I'll take a look at that. I get kind of excited because this is such an easy way to get additional traffic to all of your stuff. So Think and Grow. There it is. I've got a lot of lists, as you can see. I use different lists in order to segment my list. All right, so yeah, here it is. I just have one autoresponder in here when they download the Think and Grow ebook. So this is what the email that they get once they sign up. This is what they get. It says, here's your free ebook. Thanks again for following me on Facebook. I'm glad to know you and appreciate your friendship. As promised, here's where you can download your free ebook. And they can click here, or they can click the button. And when they click the button, I'll show you what it does. I think it opened. Let's see if it did. Yeah, here it is. It downloads, it goes right to that Google Drive so that they can get to this PDF. And here's the link right here. Okay, isn't that awesome? So instantly they're going to get that book. And so you want to be able to get it to them as quickly as possible so that you build that trust with your list and that they start following you and opening your emails. Okay. All right. So where do you get these great books? That's one of the questions that I get a lot of from people. They're wondering, well, how did I get that Think and Grow Rich book? Where did that come from? Well, here is just one of many places that you can get those books. And if you want to write this down, actually, I think I even wrote it for you already. It's Gutenberg.org. And here, I'll make it a little bigger for you. Hopefully you can see that. Gutenberg.org. And Gutenberg is the original press for the print press. So if you're wondering where that word came from, that's what it's all about. All right, so you're going to go to that website, and you can literally search for millions of free public domain books. All right, so what I did, like when you're initially looking for books, you might want to come in here and go to the book search page. Okay, you can go here to the most popular books, which is often a good idea because then you can find some really great things. Like here's a good one. Like right now it's the holiday season. You may want to give them a copy of A Christmas Carol. They can get that one. Some of the other books that are really popular: Alice in Wonderland, Frankenstein, Huckleberry Finn. So these are all books that you can get for free. The other thing you can do if you go back to their main window, and this might be more helpful for you, is to go by book categories. Okay, so let's say that you have a business that revolves around dogs and dog training. You could go right over here to animal, and then you could go to domestic animals, and then you'll see that there is a variety of different books that are here. Domestic dogs. So let's go to that one. And you can see all of these are books. There's amazing how many books are in here. So dog stories, Dog's Book of Verse, The Dog, Call of the Wild. Actually, I think I've read that one. So you can click on any one of these. I'll just click on Call of the Wild. And it gives you a lot of different options to download. So what I ended up doing, I recommend getting the one that has images because they tend to look a lot better. I will tell you, it does not give you the PDF version of these books here. It gives you the Kindle version and the EPUB version, or you can get the HTML or plain text version, which don't have any images. What I usually do is download the EPUB version with images. And then there's a handy little website where you can convert that to a PDF. You could also leave it as a, it downloads it as a MOBI file, M-O-B-I, which is a publishing file that works great with e-readers like Kindle, Nook. There's a lot of different e-readers out there, and like your iPad, your iBooks. So it works great with that. But for some people who don't have those type of applications, it's much easier just to get them the PDF version. So what I did was I'll download this, which will download it to my desktop. And then I go into a little program called EPUB Converter. And here I'll just copy this link for you so you can see it. And I'll just write this: convert MOBI files to PDF. Okay, epubconverter.com is the web address for that. Okay, so when you go into EPUB Converter, all you got to do is add the file that you just downloaded, your MOBI file, M-O-B-I, and then in just a minute or so, it'll show you the PDF version of that. And you can simply click on that and download that PDF to your desktop. Okay, so it's free too. There's no cost to use this converter, and it's a great way to quickly get a PDF of a book. All right, sounds good, right? Everybody with me? Let me check and see if you guys are still there. Oh, hey, Gabriella, good to see you there. Yeah, so once you've got your book and you've got it converted, the next thing you want to do is get a book cover of it. Unfortunately, it doesn't always give you the cover to some of these books, like this one, The Call of the Wild by Jack London. I can simply go out. I'm just going to go over here to Google.com, and I'll just type in Call of the Wild by Jack. There it is, Jack London. And then I'm going to do an image search. Check this out. All these different book images. Generally, I like to find the ones that are kind of three-dimensional looking, if I can, because they tend to be a little more appealing. So you would just pick one that looks really good. And I'm not seeing any three-dimensional ones really. Usually they have it, but this one is such an old book. So you would just pick one that, that looks really good to you. I don't know. I'll just go back up to the top here. So I kind of like, well, that one looks kind of bad. So I would maybe just go with this first one here. Okay, so as long as your copy includes the reading group guide, and it's, you want to make sure it's congruent to what you're actually giving them. And then you can download this book cover and use that for your front page of your opt-in page. Okay, so all I would do is right-click on that and then save my image. I'm on a PC, If you're on a Mac, then just click on it and download that image. Okay, and again, just to show you what I'm doing, go back to my page here. Got way too many tabs open right now. There it is. You would just download it, and you're going to paste that image up at the very top of your page so that it's easy for people to see what it is that you're giving them for a free gift. And I love this version because it's three-dimensional and it really looks nice. It looks like a very nice book, which it is. This is a classic book on Think and Grow Rich. So like I said before, there are literally millions of books that are available for public domain. And you're not going to get in trouble for sharing them. They're already free. A lot of people just don't know that they're free and that they can go and search for them. And so they're more likely to enter in their email address in order to get that download from you. Especially if you've taken the time to convert it to a PDF, you're giving them something a little extra that maybe they had a hard time finding themselves. Pretty slick, right? So after they download that book, and I'm trying to find I may have just shut it. I may have shut it down. Oh, here it is. After they download the book, I send them to this page, right? So how did I put all this together? I'm going to show you how to do it in Leadpages, and then I'll show you how to do it just briefly in ClickFunnels. So in Leadpages, let me go back, go to the very front page of Leadpages. Okay, so this is my Leadpages site, and this is where I create these awesome little funnels for people to enter in their information. You can see here this one, and I just re-uploaded it. It's already, now it's at 55.8, probably because I've been testing it. But it was at 57, or it's usually around 57% for my conversion rate. So what you're going to do is you're going to go in and find a lead page or a template that works. And there are so many templates here in Leadpages that you can use. But you're just going to find one. A lot of times, if I go here, you want to look for the ones that say opt-in. And then look for one that looks like it has a book on it. And like here's one right here. This one's called your standard smart product sales page and has a book. And I would probably get rid of all the other stuff down in the bottom. But I would set all that up. Once you're going to click on this to use the template. And then once you do, let me go back to my Leadpages. I'm just going to open it up really quick. Okay, once you're in Leadpages, you're going to go in and change the background image. Just by clicking on these little tabs, you can change different things. You can change, like here's the dynamic options, so that you can change the background image to something. I recommend either leave it a solid color or put some kind of nature scene in the background. People tend to be more attracted to those types of capture pages than if you've got something really busy. Like I did test this busy scene and it didn't work as well as the scene that I had with just a tree, like a cherry blossom in the background. Okay, and then you're going to update your image just by clicking on the little image options, and then you would go in and upload your image of the book right here, and then you'll be done with that. And then where it says download your ebook, when you click on that, you want to make sure that that's congruent. I don't know why this is going giant right now. It's not giant when they pull it up, but when it goes in, you want to make sure this says the same thing. They need to enter their email address to get your ebook instantly as a free gift. That way they know exactly what to do. They're going to enter that in. And the other thing you want to do is when you come in here, you want to set up your integration. And for some of you, this is pretty advanced stuff. But one of the things I recommend you do is you have your own email marketing software. My favorite is GetResponse. And if you're not familiar with GetResponse and you're brand new to email marketing, what I would recommend you do is you go out, you can click on my link at the top of the page, the one that says tools, and you'll see that one of the top buttons I have is Get Response. You can click here and it will give you a month free of Get Response. So it's a great way for you to start collecting emails. If you are stuck and you're like, oh my gosh, Vashawn, I have no idea how to do integration, this is getting way over my head, send me a private message. And I am planning on doing a tutorial section here come the first of the year, where I'm going to walk people through how to do all this technical stuff. Because there's so many people out there that they want to be able to have an online business, but they just don't know how to integrate, how to set up Get Response, how to set up ClickFunnels or lead pages, and how to promote it on Facebook and other social media sites. So that's one of the things that I do really well. And so if you are somebody that's like, you know what, I really need that training, send me a message, private message me on Facebook, and you can look me up. It's just facebook.com/vborich, and you will be able to send me a message and say, hey, I want to be a part of your technical training on how to set funnels up, because I have no clue, and I'll be happy to get you some info on that. Sound good? Awesome. All right, so once you've got, let me go back to my lead page. Once you've got all this set up and you've got it integrated with Get Response, then you're going to go back to the front page. You're going to click this Publish button at the very top. When you click Publish, it's going to give you this link. And this is so important because this is the link that you want to give to people when you're sharing them their free gift. So when I send out people those messages on Facebook, like I spoke about earlier, this is the one I'm going to send them so that they can download that book. Now, some people are like, well, why don't you mask it? You totally can do that. If you're not familiar with masking, that's another thing that I share on my training. But what it does is it would give it a kind of a nicer link than what's showing here. In reality, I found that in this case, since I'm sharing the link privately via Messenger, I don't necessarily have to mask it. Now, if you're planning on sharing this free gift on like your blog or on Facebook just as a regular post, then I would absolutely recommend that you mask this link to like your own domain. And there are some steps on how to do that. It's not very hard, but it's something that you would want to do if you're going to post this on Facebook directly. All right. Now you've got your list. So then the next thing you want to do is you want to start promoting this, go out, make a commitment that you're going to send out this link as a gift to 20 people per day. Okay, 20 people per day. Let me get back up my sheet here that I put together. So you're going to, step 3, message 20 people per day and give them a free ebook. Okay, and if you can do that, you're going to start getting regular leads. Okay, and by regular leads, I even message like even more than 20 people. This is a minimum. I messaged like 50 people in one day, not all in the same hour. I did them like 10, and then I took an hour off and I did 10 more. You don't want to go too fast or Facebook gets kind of suspicious. But I did 50 in one day, and out of those 50, I ended up with 30 leads, 30 new leads of people that I really didn't know that well, but they had liked something that I did on Facebook, or they had recently joined my group. And I was able to get those leads. And some of those people have already converted over and they've now become members of Team Tough. And it all started with the generosity of giving them free books. So pretty neat. So I wanted to show you one other place where you can find free books. So if you just go to google.com and then you type in public domain books, you can find all sorts of great resources. Like here's one, 25 sources of free public domain books. So I'm going to pull that up, and some of them even have PDF versions of those books already. So you can see there's a number of them. Google Books is kind of nice. In fact, I'll go there. Oop, let me go down here to Google Project. We talked about Project Gutenberg. That's the largest one. That's the one that I use. But there's Digital Public Library of America. It's got some great books that have been written in America from there. Internet Archive, Open Library, Feed Books. I've used them before. They've got some really nice books in there. I've never used many books, but it might be worth a try. There's a ton of them. So I wanted to go to Google Books, but I want to get down here. I may have passed it. Ah, there it is. Google Book Search. So this is really good. So I'm just going to go ahead and type in the one, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. So check it out, Think and Grow Rich. I can simply click on this. Okay, and then I can get the print. Oh, this one will even give you a print book. I don't need the print book. What I want is to get the one that has a preview. Oh, that's Brazilian. Look at that. You could offer the Think and Grow Rich in other languages. Isn't that cool? Think and Grow Rich. All right, here we go. This one even gives you the preview. I was wondering if Google gave you the PDF automatically, and I'm sure there are websites out there that have the public domain books already in PDF format, which tends to be the easiest for people to digest. That's why I keep talking about that one. But this one, they're asking you to buy it, so you may want to get it from a different resource. But pretty cool. So do your research, find some great books that make sense for your audience. Think about the types of things that they might be interested in. You know, for instance, if you're really into mindset and personal development, look for those types of books. If you have another business, maybe you're into the fashion world or something like that, then look for books related to fashion, and you'll be hitting your target market. They'll be happy to get the free gift from you, and you're going to create rapport that's going to generate a potential customer for life because of your generosity. Now, one of the things that I recommend too is don't just stop by giving them one free book and that's it. What I do is throughout the year, I give people free things, even my mailing list. Like every now and then I'll shoot out an email to the people that are in my GetResponse account and say, hey, thanks so much for being on my list. I'd like to give you a free gift just as a show of thanks. And people love that. So here's something else that you may not be aware of. You can get public domain. I'm just going to type public domain, period. There is public domain books. Let me go all. Public domain pictures that you can use. I think there's public domain tools. Let me see. Yeah, there's copyright tools. I know there's public domain music. Like if you're in the music industry, you could find some great songs that people might want to download as background music for like their videos or something like that. And you can give them a resource of public domain information, all for the exchange of their email address. All right, I hope this has been really helpful for you. I'm going to switch my screen back around. Okay, I really appreciate you being on today's Hangout, and I hope this has been really helpful for you. I know that this is just a really simple trick that I've learned in order to, number one, give people something of value without having to create it myself. And number two, people like to be recognized and given gifts. And so it not only are you giving them value, but you're creating good rapport with people that are watching you. And because of that, you have the potential to generate new customers, new friendships, new relationships that you can grow and help you in your business. So let me see if there's any questions before we close for the day, but I do hope that you guys got value. If you did, feel free to comment down below. I love to hear from you all. And let me just go back. I lost my link here. Got so excited. Is everybody having a great week so far? Are you guys all done with your holiday shopping? Are you still in the midst of it? All right, good. Sounds like everybody's got to run. Well, you guys have a wonderful day, and we hope to see you on the next Down and Dirty at 1:30. Make it a great week. Take care.